culture and tradition. And this is the reason why I'm having the problem with the very same people that I'm trying to heal and help. Because they're operating out of a European mindset and not out of an Aboriginal or African mindset. Proper way to eat any meat if it's raw and it's bleeding, but it's not the proper way for a human to eat it. A proper way for a human to eat it is not to eat it at all. But if you look, not to eat it at all. No, I don't. I haven't ate meat in like 15 years.
You don't know what
This my mission. Go ahead and clap. Ambition of God, big Africa on the map. Exodus is now. Push forward is a rap. One love, one people. Let's bridge the gap. Regain my identity. I'm back on the map. Beyond the return, reconnect. Now we see West Africa, the beautiful roots in my family tree. Rise like a lion and strength within me. Breonna Taylor, rest well. Your case was rough. Transition to an ancestor, sure enough. We don't die. We multiply. Reincarnation out of love. The choice. The blue pill that makes us so tough. Many years of sleep, peekaboo, now we up. Liberate the mind, watch the body follow. Without knowledge of your roots, life is hollow. Diving in the culture, no time to play. Stay in focus, it's a challenge.
If you look at meat eating, the body is made of 150 trillion cells. You have three functionings in the body. The blood. The blood is what feeds the cells nutrients. It feeds the cells oxygen. You know, and it goes through exchange, where exchange oxygen for carbon dioxide, and then you exhale that carbon dioxide, and then the plants breathe in that carbon dioxide, and then they exhale oxygen and give you oxygen. So you have the blood, which feeds the cells all the phytonutrients and sugars that it need. Then you have something called the nervous system that commands the cells and tells the cells what to do. Then last but not least, you have something called the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is the sewage system of the body. So if all of the phytonutrients is in the blood and only a little nutrients is in the tissues, because once it goes into tissues, it goes into the cells, then the cells burn it up and utilize it. Then it produces some type of lactic acid or carbonic acid, sulfuric acid, some type of acid or byproduct come from it. So that means potentially all the nutrients is in the blood. Why would I get a steak? This is how you know that we're not meat eaters. Why would I get a steak, drain it of all the blood where all the nutrients at, then cook the rest of the blood within the tissues of the meat, then eat it? And we know that so-called black people love their meat well done. You're not getting none of the phytonutrients. What you're getting is utilized proteins, and you're getting utilized minerals, which the body really can't do nothing with. So
is eating a steak, a raw steak that's bleeding, that's the proper way to eat a steak?
That's the proper way to eat.
Is it good for the body?
Listen, I know what I'm missing. I used to eat it all the time, and I ate steak, bison, lamb. You know, I come from a Hebraic community. My mama Muslim. You know, my father was Hebrew Israelite. So I come from a very, very meat-eating religion and meat-eating culture. You know, we had whole lambs for Passover, and we drained the blood and everything, and we ate the whole lamb. We had bison. You know, I done ate some exotic meats that I can't say on here because it's actually illegal. So I done ate a bunch of stuff. What I realized is I had a heart attack at 21, man.
That's what I was about to ask you about. Did that have something to do with the meat consumption?
Yes, because meat, drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, and weed, all of that accumulated, and I attacked my heart. But this is what I'm saying. Once I stopped eating the meat, I was able to regenerate my cardiomyocytes cells. They say that you can't reproduce those cells. They say once the heart cells die, that's what it is. And they say the same thing for brain cells. But I regenerated my cells by not eating meat. That's what I'm saying. So other people can eat meat and they will thrive off of it. But when it comes to so-called African-American people, it don't do us any good. And the proteins is killing us. This protein myth is killing us. They say that you need protein for this many grams of muscles. And no, we need amino acid structures. And this go back to what I'm saying. Eating meat in its raw state is the best way to eat meat. But us as a so-called African people, we're not supposed to be eating meat because it does the body good.
What about fish and shrimp?
No, not fish, especially not shrimp. Shrimp is full of defecation. Shrimps is made to clean the ocean. If y'all keep eating all the shrimps and eating all the catfish out of the sea, then what's going to keep the ocean clean for the ocean can give us planktons and give us oxygen. A lot of people think most of the oxygen come from the trees, but majority of your oxygen that you breathe in actually come from the ocean.
No lobster.
No. Lobster is a sea. That's a sea monster.
Good God, man, I'm down for change.
This is what I'm saying.
God,
I just want you to look at. So you're not supposed to eat anything why would you eat a bottom feeder? Would you eat a cockroach? That's a shrimp.
Depends on how they cook it.
But you funny. A cockroach is the cousin of a shrimp. So a cockroach is a land shrimp. A shrimp is a sea cockroach. Same family, they got the same last names and everything. Same thing as a crab and a spider.
What's the last
Same,
name?
I can't think of it right now, and I don't want to say nothing wrong on here because they love to tear me apart.
Yeah.
But if you look it up, they're in the same exact family. The spider and the crab is in the same exact family. What we have made basically the trash cans of the ocean and the trash cans of the earth are delicacy. But this is the same thing that happened in slavery, where they gave us a pig and gave us the most nasty, horrendous parts of the pig, and then we turned it into a delicacy, like chitterlings. What is amazing about eating the intestines of a pig? But we turned that into a delicacy. We put all of our seasonings on it. You know, that's causing all types of tapeworms, hookworms, fluke worms, Fasciolopsis buski. Think about the things that we actually, and then you think that it's romantic to take, and for one, we're not Roman, so we can't even say we're romantic. There's nothing Roman about us. That's Greco-Greek language. I'm just trying to show my people we're in a different culture, and I'm trying to show it without them thinking I'm just being racist, because I'm not. I have white friends. I have white business people that I do business with. That is not the issue. The issue is monkeys play with monkeys. Gorillas play and socialize themselves with gorillas. Polar bears would never, Dr. Sebi said it, you would never catch a polar bear fraternizing and eating with a gorilla because they eat two totally different things. That's all I'm saying. You would never see a gorilla send its gorilla cubs to polar bear school. So we're letting other people teach us. We're letting other people give us spirituality. We're letting other people feed us. We're letting other people clothe us. And it's not our